remember to take all your personal items with you when you leave the train.
So it has been almost 1 year since the publication date of my book, The Mechanic. And I'm thinking back on those days, looking at some of the old emails that have just popped up, some of the old posts on social media that you get reminded of, and what an amazing occasion that was. I'm very proud of it. It was a huge achievement for me to have done it. Massive amount of work, massive undertaking, but something that I'm really pleased that I went through. When I set out and started on that project, I had no idea whether, first of all, if I could do it, because it was an awful lot of work, massive thing to take on, but secondly, and perhaps more importantly and more worryingly, whether anyone would actually like it or not. Because it was a huge challenge and it was scary, and I like doing things that are scary, things that, you know, I'm never quite sure if I'm going to be able to achieve, because those things, when you do achieve them, are so much more fulfilling. In London today to meet the guy that basically made it all happen for me, that gave me the opportunity, and we're here to talk about the paperback version, which is coming out very, very soon. I'm really excited. Basically owe a lot to this guy, because without him none of this could have happened. And whilst I say it was a scary experience, it was a difficult experience, it was also one of the best experiences I've ever had. So that was all yesterday. I had a lovely lunch with Tim from Penguin Random House, the publishers of the book. We had some great chats. It was nice to catch up, and interestingly, there was a little bit of chatter about another book, and I didn't go into the meeting expecting him to sort of start talking about, you know, do I want to do another book? Is there another book in me? We'd like you to do one, and it's really, first of all, really nice and a real honour that they're asking me to do another one. Secondly, I'm thinking, well, first thought was, hang on, I mean, I feel like I told the whole story pretty much in that first book. You know, I didn't leave much on the table when I wrote this, so that the whole story is in here. So my first reaction was, well, I'm not sure I've got another one. And then, of course, we started bashing some ideas around, and of course there are more books around. Of course there's more content. I mean, Formula One is this amazing world that is just rich with content and rich with kind of interesting sub-stories and backstories and spin-offs, and so anyway, the upshot is that I am actually considering doing another one. Nothing agreed, nothing definite by any means, and I'd love to know your thoughts on it. If you've got any you know, ideas or things that you particularly like to see an F1 book done about that perhaps haven't been done yet. But anyway, that's something interesting that's on the cards, let's put it that way. When I was thinking about this yesterday, I was thinking about you know, why I wrote the book in the first place, why I took on that challenge, big challenge as it was. And you know, when I said earlier in the video that it was scary, it was a huge challenge, it was you know, slightly worrying, I wasn't sure if I could do it, and I certainly wasn't sure if people would enjoy it. And that, I think, is the biggest thing. I can't tell you, when you're writing something like this and you're writing it which is not just a story of Formula One. It's my story. It's my, you know, a good chunk of my life is in that book. And you're writing that thinking, are people going to be interested in what I've got to say, first of all? And secondly, you know, am I going too far? Am I kind of going too far with certain aspects of it, not far enough with others? What exactly do people want to hear about? And in the end, the conclusion I came to was that people just want to hear about Formula One, and particularly stuff that's perhaps behind the scenes Formula One, stuff they didn't necessarily know. And when I thought about that a bit further, you know, that's exactly why, and why when I left Formula One, as in the Formula One team, back in the beginning, that's what got me through. That's what's, you know, led on to my next chapter in my life. So when I left McLaren, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I started writing for my own kind of blog, first of all, and then for a few magazines and websites. And I very quickly realised that people are so interested, you know, people are so passionate about Formula One, and there are so many sides to Formula One, that if I've got some info and some knowledge that I can share that of a side of Formula One that perhaps other people haven't been as privileged as I know I have been to experience, well then that's brilliant. And that, you know, led on to all this sort of TV stuff that I've done as well. It led on to this very YouTube channel. It's exactly the same reason why I started this YouTube channel, because I know that I have had such a privileged life to work in Formula One for so long. I've got so much in here: experience, knowledge, understanding, appreciation of everything that goes into the race, which is the bit that most people just get to see on a Sunday. So much more to it than that. So through a channel like this, where I've got complete control over it, I can share whatever I want. I can talk about whatever I want. I can, you know, hopefully give you guys the kinds of things that you're interested in, and it's been brilliant for that. So that was my motivation for writing the book. It was about sharing, and I feel like Formula One's this big secretive world at times, and sometimes it doesn't have to be. Some things, of course, need to be kept secret. Other things definitely don't. And so to be able to share some of that, it feels really good. It feels great that I'm sharing stuff that I know. It also feels really great, and particularly with this channel, the way that you guys give me feedback, I know that you enjoy a lot of the content, and know that, you know, this is stuff that perhaps you don't necessarily get through the regular coverage in you know, the industry magazines or the TV coverage. So that's what I'm aiming to achieve. That's what I set out to achieve, and that's what I'm really enjoying doing right now. So if I get around to doing another book, you know, I don't know specifically what it might cover, but it perhaps will be something a bit different to the one that's already gone. But anyway, we'll wait and see. That is in the pipeline. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, whilst we're on the subject of this book, this has been brilliant. I need to say a massive thank you to everybody who's bought it and read it. I still every day, still today, a year later after publication, get tweets and Instagram messages from people who are reading it, people who took it on holiday, sending their pictures of them around the pool reading my book. Such an amazing feeling to know that so many people have read it and enjoyed it, because it's all been very positive. I can't tell you how nervous it is when you're waiting for that first review to come in, way back at, you know, last year. Terrifying to get the first official review, to know, you know, if that review's terrible and it goes on to be a run of terrible reviews, can you imagine how bad that is? But it wasn't. It was a great review, and all the reviews have been really good. And the ones that really matter are the ones that are from you guys, people who are actually reading it as fans of Formula One. So thank you very much to everybody. I'm really also pleased to say that this came out a couple of, well, a month ago, I think. This is the Polish edition. So I'm also getting lots of messages in Polish. Apologies if I'm not replying to them, because half of them I've got no idea what they mean. I'm sort of hoping they're good. Lots of you just had a sort of thumbs up emoji in return, because I can't answer it any more specifically, but thank you. And excitingly, if you are in Holland, if you're Dutch, if you're a Max Verstappen fan, this book is being translated into Dutch and will be coming out very soon, so that's to look forward to as well. And the paperback, as I said at the start, comes out, in fact I can tell you now, it comes out on the 1st of November, and it's going to look different. It is not going to look like this. You can still get this lovely, beautiful, glossy hardback copy at the moment, but the paperback is going to look like this. which I think looks fantastic. I think it's going to pop on the shelves. I think it will look really good and stand out. And you know, it's lovely to have a hardback, but the paperbacks do just go on. They have a life that goes on and on forever. So it'll be in more stores as well. You'll be able to get it in more places in paperback form. So if you haven't got it already, go get it. And even if you have got it, go and get another one. It'll look good on your bookshelf. Right, I've got to stop there because I'm massively rambling. But thank you so much, guys. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the love and the support and the feedback that you guys have given me, both with the book and with the channel. Massive thank you. And I shall let you know what progress I come to, if any, with regards to a follow-up book. Let me know if you'd like to see one. Let me know what you'd like it to be about. Please do comment, because that would be really great. That might help me a lot in choosing a direction to go. And I will see you next time.